Banger, we're live.
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not working.
All right, just go ahead.
Welcome back, Radio Z, Week 10.
Week 10. Another L. Roy. Jetson. What was it? What was the final score? I forgot the damn final score. I know we lost by a game.
26-29, Seattle.
26-29, Seattle. Game-winning field goal. Had a last-minute drive that we're gonna talk about. That was very, very, very. It was bad overall, but let's just kick it off. And I'm gonna just start it off by saying this. Let's just stop it again. We're gonna talk about it. We talked about it last week. It's Sam Howell, franchise quarterback. He's proven once again for another week that he can hang, that he can, show up. He made some big throws, some big plays, a game time dart to Bieniemy. Like, he just played well. It wasn't a perfect game from him. He did have a costly fumble that I know Reedy definitely has a lot to say about. He was pretty upset about that one. But I just think overall Sam has continued to prove that he's our guy. Whether it's Rivera, Bieniemy, a lot of rumors of Ben Johnson, recently today, Bobby Slow, like whoever it's going to be, Sam is their guy. He better be their guy. Like, he's proven that he's the quarterback in Washington for the near future, in my eyes. And yeah, I mean, he put up another he put up 325, 350, something like that. 3 touchdowns,
29 of 44, 312, 3 TDs, no sacks, three sacks, no interceptions.
No interceptions.
That's a rating of 109.3.
Yeah, definitely. Man, Sam played solid, man. Solid. Still another game that I personally feel like Bieniemy should have ran the ball more. I believe we had 5 carries, 10 yards in the first half total from all of our running backs, something along that nature. And but we definitely got the running backs involved in the passing game. B-Rob had a big day. With the first touchdown. Then he had another similar play where he same type play up the sideline. He broke off and that's some good yardage. Gibby got in for a touchdown. So we had a pretty good game from our running backs. I was happy to see that. How you feeling about EB and his play calling yesterday?
We got to run the ball more. Like, we talk about complementary football. Complementary football, you can't complement the defense if you're not running the ball, if you're not possessing the ball long. They had 13 more plays than we had on the offensive side of the ball. Because why? We had stretches where we went 3 and out. And it was I think it was like 2 straight possessions. It was 1 run and all the rest passes. And you go 3 and out. That's time, valuable time that can be taken off the clock. Bieniemy, he's doing a good job. I like what he's doing the last 3 weeks or so. But you got to run the ball more. It's no excuse why we only got 14 carries for 68 yards when we just a week ago we had 28, 29 carries. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense.
Yeah. And it wasn't a game. It wasn't a game like we was fighting from behind, so he really didn't have to throw the ball as much.
Exactly. And one thing I was saying during the game the whole time is they strapping us. Our receivers, they was getting strapped. So why not run the ball? Yeah, they had 8, 9 in the box, but okay, still run the ball.
Yeah. Jamal Adams was all over the field. He definitely was a difference maker yesterday.
It don't matter if the run wasn't working, Leighton. It don't have to work. Still try. You keep force feeding the pass. Like, make it make sense. 1 week you saying run the ball, and then the next week you said it wasn't working. So which one is it? Like we gotta run the football. It's no excuse. It's no excuse to that. Especially on the complementary football tip. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta help our defense out. They can't stop a nosebleed right now, so we gotta try to possess the ball more, stay on the field more, shorten the game. Come on.
Yeah. And then we saying the run wasn't working, but again, you know what I mean, L, you've been calling this out all year, you know what I mean, getting the single back. I mean, we ran out of single back a couple of times, but for the most part, we were still in the shotgun, still running the same type run plays. Nothing really too much different on the run side, you know, the run play calling side. But yeah, we wasn't really getting you know, we wasn't getting much push out of it. But again, you still have to still show threat. I mean, they came out, even I was actually surprised. I think it was like 5 minutes left in the game. We got the ball back. When we went down, I think we might have kicked a field goal that drive. But they came out running the ball. And I was actually surprised to see that. You know, B-Rod was able to, you know, get us in some short second down. So it worked out. But overall, just got to be more consistent.
Yeah, definitely got to be consistent. I mean, the past game, a lot of the stuff, you know, our receivers, they really weren't involved in the game. This was a true game of seeing what Sam Howell could do. Everybody been saying, "Oh, he needs to do more. He needs to do more." Everything was off schedule. So all of the big plays was off schedule, minus the pass to Bieniemy for the time touchdown at the end.
Yeah.
Everything was off schedule for the most part.
Beautiful throw to Bieniemy. Beautiful throw.
You know, I ain't even going to hop on Sam because y'all already know how I feel about him. I started to come on here with my jersey on, but I said, no, I'm going to wait until Sunday. You know, it is what it is. Everybody know that's my back. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for you, Sam, everywhere. On the internet, I'm fighting for you in my group chat. I'm fighting for you in my son. I'm fighting for you for everybody. I want everybody to know you're my quarterback moving forward. But yeah, I absolutely and go ahead and continue with the offense. I'm good on the offense.
I mean, like I said, there's not really much to talk about else on the offense for real. I mean, the receivers, they're okay day for real. I mean, Logan definitely got in the mix a lot. You know, Bieniemy got that touchdown. But the big day was from the running backs. Robson had over 100 some yards receiving. I think Gibby was in like the 60, 70 yard range or however it was. So if it, you know, I mean, your safety guys is what really showed up. You know, Terry had a catch here or there. By the, you know, by the end of the game, he made some, you know, some key catches, but he didn't even break 40 yards. You know what I mean? Jahan, I think Jahan may have had one target.
And I was cool on him doing the bro.
Yeah, Jameson Crowder had a key drop. I think Pringle may have got a catch. You know, outside of Bieniemy's big play, the receivers were nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? So we got to see what's up with that. I mean, and let's not forget like we said, how could we remember where the fuck was Curtis Samuel yesterday? Didn't even know he was on the field. So these DBs definitely, you know, put the press on our receivers and kind of really took them out the game. But even despite all that, we still was in this game, and it was definitely a winnable game. You know what I mean? A few plays here and there. We talking about a different situation. I mean, an extra point that we missed. We talking about a different situation. So, you know, we just at this point, let's just talk about the defense. It ain't nothing else to really talk about. I mean, they gave up 498 yards or some shit like that. I think 478 or something in that nature. Like, come on. Like, and the question is, like, why is Jack Del Rio still here?
Why?
Like, what is he doing to keep his job?
Why? He should have been fired last night. Why?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's supposed to have been a strength. It ain't been a strength all year. You get rid of Chase, you get rid of Montez, and we still trash.
Jack may be the reason them dudes are gone. You know what I mean? He didn't coach them to the best of their ability.
But to be honest, as far as the X's and O's we talked about last week, X's and O's of football, going out, smacking somebody, just doing your job. A lot of time, these players are in position to make plays. They just don't make any because they're trash. Yeah. This regime that went and got these so-called secondary players, they're not living up to the build that we thought they was going to live up to. Under no circumstances. The Mayo, he is trash.
Oh my God.
They keep exposing him on his shallow cross.
I'm telling you, yeah, these drag routes, these crosses, this dude is like, he don't know what to do, and he's always 3 or 4 seconds late. First down every time.
And why is the flat always open on every play? Every play, if somebody wants to get out of jail, it's somebody always open in the flat and they get 7 yards. Why? Where y'all at? Get out of this cover 3 that y'all are in. Then when you go to the cover 2, right between the hook, the curl, and the corner and the safety getting over the top, they hitting the bucket right there every time. Every time. They're not even exposed in the middle line, the medium middle where they should be going at on a post. They hitting it right in between the safety and the corner. And the linebackers, if you just get a little bit more depth to the sideline, that's a pick. Like, what are we doing? Like, this isn't high school football. Basic fundamentals. Stretch the field a little bit more.
Yeah, and I mean, even Wes sent it in the text yesterday. Where's Payne? Where's Allen? Like, where these guys ain't really getting too much pressure, ain't really doing too much. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, we don't expect much from a James Smith Williams and the Two Hills. You know what I mean, the Ridgeways. We expect them to make certain plays, but not, volume plays. And you know what I mean, they still trying to get their feet wet. You still got Andre Jones getting in the mix. KJ Henry getting in the mix. So these guys are definitely getting their reps, but I mean, and one thing I do want to say, at the end of the day, stop saying that these fans is out here just keep talking about we traded our 2 best defensive players. Look at our pass rush. Did you see the pass rush when we had them motherfuckers?
It was the same when they was
doing
here.
Nothing.
It was the same
thing. It was the same exact thing. So miss me with, we traded our 2 best guys. You're better off trading them, because for the money that is going, you saw what Sweat just got, $98 million. He ain't proved that he worth that. And Lord, if Chase goes and continues to keep having these sacks that he just got yesterday in San Francisco, he gonna get a bag too. They wasn't worth it. It was pointless. So at the end of the day, get off of that bandwagon that like we let our guys go. We ain't had no rush before them, and we had no rush after them.
And this is the same shit that they was on last year, like with this Heineke train. Like, they get caught up in these, he had one good game, this was that. Oh yeah, all these people keep commenting on these Instagram posts that we put up, talking about Howell is not the guy. This is this one particular lady on there. Man, you don't know nothing about football, man. I'm convinced, because your argument that you saying, it doesn't make sense at all whatsoever. But I'm not even gonna get on that. This is what I'm on right here. In 8 of the last 10 games of this season, we have given up at least 350 yards. How? With what strength? This is supposed to be a strength, not a weakness, a strength. The back end was supposed to have been so improved that we was going to be able to just lock down people with this formidable defensive line, this front four, all of these first-round draft picks. They did nothing in 7 games. 8 games. What was the 7 games that we had Chase Montez? We played 2 games without him.
Mm-hmm.
They did absolutely nothing. If you go back over the last 2 seasons, Hill has the same stat line as Chase. And he's a number 1 pick. And Hill, I don't know where he came from. We picked him up at a bus stop somewhere in Michigan. So, make it make sense. Jack Del Rio, you refuse. He did it a couple of times, but you refuse to get out of this trash zone. This trash zone.
Lord.
Hit the pop.
And then the blitz.
How do you let DK Metcalf back-to-back plays get buckets on you? You
got to find ways to double guys like him. I don't understand it. Your best player should not beat me. He should not, and especially not in no key moments. You know they're gonna go to him. Make it be Lockett. Let it be Jackson Nigma, whatever the fuck his name is.
Exactly.
Jigba.
It's like in crunch time, we can't never come through. They can stop somebody in the middle of the game in the 3rd quarter or something. Okay, let's go back to when Sam had the fumble. Okay, the next we made them go 3 and out. Okay, hooray. But when the game was on the line, the youngin came down, strike them 2 drives in a row, scored 50-something seconds on the clock, and you can't even get to overtime. And then people want to come after the game, tell me, "Oh, why didn't you go for 2?" They had 2 fucking timeouts. Why would you go for 2 right there? And they got 2 timeouts with 50 seconds left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Why not play for overtime? Then if you don't get it, you lose the game any fucking way.
Anyway,
Make it
yeah,
make sense. Make it
you
make
got to
sense.
go. You have to kick the field extra point in that moment.
Everybody got an opinion. I get it. I got an opinion. Okay. But common sense, like at least know common sense about the game of football. Like before you want to get online and you want to tweet and you want to talk, know a little bit. Just know what a basic coverage is. Everybody know man to man, cover 2, cover 3 quarters. At least know what you're looking at before you want to talk. Do that for me, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. And like me and Leighton was talking about it earlier. That final drive, we actually blitzed that final drive. It was a play where we sent like 7. Nobody got nowhere. Geno stood right there on 3rd and 4 and threw a slant, first down, right to Metcalf. Your boy St. Jude was covering him, of course. You know what I mean? Like I always say, Jack doesn't put his guys in the best position. Like you play the guys to the system, but you don't have like that guys. So you know what I mean? If your system is a 1 safety high, extra man in the box, or you know what I mean, you want to send these blitzes and leave these guys on islands, you don't have corners to be on no islands.
That's my point.
You don't have linebackers. You don't have linebackers to cover and make up for when you blitzing or however it may be, whatever the fuck defense you run, it don't work because you don't have the guys, and that goes down to him and Ron. Week to week, David Mayo is getting killed on the cross. Why is he still in the game? I don't give a fuck that he's top, or he was a top special teams player. So what? Put him back on special teams.
In his defense, he does very well on running downs. But on out of his pass position plays, get him out of there. Bring Jabril, whatever Cox, whatever his name is, the guy, bring him in there. Or bring
where's Jabril Cox?
Where's 47 at? He was in a couple times, but let him. Well, clearly he can't cover. All the linebackers can't cover. If they got him in there, he must be the best they got.
And then pull Forbes. They eject the man over the hit. Like that was just like the NFL refs is just getting worse and worse. Like you eject this man on that hit. Like we've seen worse helmet to helmets. It was helmet to helmet. It was definitely a personal foul. It was definitely unnecessary roughness, but it was not warranted to be ejected from the game. Period. Like they need to get it together. I don't know what's going on with the refs, but that we're not even going to get into all that. But again, the defense, like Percy Butler, like you cannot tackle in the open field, my guy.
He's scared. He is scared. I'm not going back to these Instagram people because they burned me up all last week. Y'all lucky Z told me I couldn't say what I wanted to say on the whistle line. That's what he said. It's the optics. So, bro, he don't want to come up and hit. They said it on the radio today. Greg Daniel, 2 weeks in a row in a critical position, and Craig Hoffman said the same exact thing. And a critical point in the game on that 2 big explosives, he does the same thing. Now now give him credit.
Get flat foot.
He made a couple plays in this game. Couple plays.
Couple of them.
3rd down, he got us off the field. He made that.
Correct. I remember that.
Okay, so he made a couple plays. But anytime somebody's coming at him, or he might think he might get ran over,
he stops. He stops. He gets flat foot and he gets stuck. Yeah. He gets stuck. Stevenson caught him with the mix of the century last week. This week oh my God, it's just like Percy Butler. What are you doing, brother?
What they say he was? He's the what?
Bakari Rambo with crackhead speed. That's what Rio said. Yeah, man, it's just like these dudes. Like, come on, man, and you know, Ron. They asked Ron about Cheeseman. Like what's going on with Cheeseman and the high snaps? Are you concerned there? Are you expecting any change? No, we're not expecting any change. There's nothing. We're not worried about that. We fixed it right before it was fixed when it mattered. Like, bro, like why you keep defending these guys you drafted? Like, if they ain't it, they ain't it.
If we get that extra point on the first touchdown, we're up 1. If everything else happens the exact same, it happens. But we scored a touchdown. Should have get the untimed down.
Typically it
extra
doesn't,
point.
but yeah.
We can go for
typically it
2
will
there, but we can go for 2 to go up 3.
Correct.
But we can't if we're down 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Tough.
I wanted to hit on 2.
Yeah, so let's dive into these comments. Only go for 2 if there's no time on the clock, correct?
That was my point.
Yeah.
It was 50 seconds on the clock. If we're up 1, then you go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. They got to come down and at least get a field goal, but we're still in it.
Facts. Defense is definitely garbage.
Let me say. Let me go this. We've given up 210 yards versus Arizona, 16 points. 399 yards, 33 points against Denver. 386 yards, 37 points against Buffalo. 415, 34 points against Philadelphia, the first game. Chicago put up 451, 40 points. Atlanta put up 402, 16 points. New York, trash football Giants, 356, 14 points. The Eagles again, 374 yards, 38 points. New England, 327. And Seattle, 489. How the hell does Geno put up 489? And this man is still got a job. He's still got a job. That's 3,809 total yards and 274 points through 10 games. And Ron's still saying it's okay. Maybe it makes sense.
And remember, like 300 yards. Remember, like 300 yards went to one receiver.
I done seen people lose their job for less. For less. And we still rocking with this man? Ron, you might have to call plays. You might have to come out of retirement because you ain't doing shit on the sideline, but standing with your arms crossed like this. Call Reedy down there. I stand there like that if that's what you want. Come on, bro. What are you doing? I get it. We don't got confidence in the rest of the staff. They don't have much experience when it comes to that, so you may not want to get rid of Jack, but clearly he ain't it. You fighting for your job. Your job is completely gone now. I thought you had a little slither of chance of retaining, but you're done. You're done now.
Yeah. Like we said earlier, you can't go beat Seattle. You damn sure ain't. I'm not confident you can beat Dallas on Thanksgiving, and not to skip over the Giants, but I mean, I actually think they're in tank mode. Yeah, I think they're in tank mode. I mean, so I really don't see us losing to them right now. Now, a couple weeks ago when they had a little bit more fight in them, you know what I mean, and they had something to kind of play for. Another game we should have won. But I just don't see the Giants trying to put up a fight against us because I really think they're tanking. You know what I mean? I think they're realizing that Daniel Jones ain't the guy. You know, Tyrod is a filler. DeVito ain't it. They tanking for Caleb. Yeah. And what Wes just say? Wes came and he just chimed in. Wes has entered the chat. We shouldn't have started the season with Ron or Jack. He can't argue that.
I think that I think we was up in the beginning thinking, we was misled off that, 5th ranked defense last year, thinking that it was up for us with the defense. In the beginning of the season, you can't go away from your head coach with the ownership just coming in like right at training camp. Like that would have caused too much confusion. Now, if they would have caught it back around the draft, then okay, yeah, get rid of both of them. But they didn't. So, it is what it is. We had to live with them. But I thought we would be much better than what we are. Much better than what we are. We clearly, y'all watch the games. We have some players. We can do it. It's just in critical situations they lay an egg. I don't understand it. Clock management. Again, another abysmal for Ron Rivera in the clock management team. It's just Ron, you got to go, Ron. You was my man at one point, but you got to go, bro. I'm sorry, you got to go. Not in the front office. You got to go somewhere. Take your ass back to Carolina since you want to keep talking about Carolina all the time. Go ahead back there or something. I don't.
Yeah. Crazy, but I mean, some positives. We'll say. I would say.
No positive.
I mean,
On defense.
I still think that on defense positive. I think that Cam Curl continues to show up for this team. He making short tackles. He ain't giving them no big plays, and he plays every snap. I saw something earlier where he's played all 690 snaps this season. He don't come out the game. Like that has
somebody
to stand
that's going to change the game. I don't need nobody that's going to play every single snap. I need a playmaker, somebody that's going to cause confusion, that's going to cause a forced fumble, that's going to pick off an interception. We have nobody. Nobody. Who does it? Cam Curl, okay, yeah, he is solid. On most teams, he'd probably be a depth player. He wouldn't be a starter. Like he's a solid, he's a solid player, but like, come on, like he's not no.
That's a reach. Go ahead, pop your shit. Pop your shit. Pop your shit.
He don't do enough for me, and I'm not saying that that's not my man because it's my man.
But he's not gonna be that guy.
You in a contract year, give us some. Pick the ball off. Force a fumble. Do something.
He's forced fumbles. He's made short tackles on key downs, third and fourth downs. Like he's in the mix. He ain't no interceptor guy. I mean, he's a strong safety. Like most strong safeties ain't that guy that's out there just snagging picks.
Why don't we bring him? You see how they use Adams? Adams is a strong safety. They bring him. Why not? Why most strong safeties blitz?
I mean, I seen a blitz before, but our blitz is trash.
How many sacks he got?
No, I didn't say he got any because our blitz is trash. But he does blitz him every now and then. But Jack don't blitz.
True.
Yeah, so I mean, Curl is good for what he do.
Curl is with,
but he's not that. He's
the defense abysmal.
No,
garbage, trash.
Pay the man.
Dumpster juice.
Damn.
I done seen people playing throwback tackle play better than that defense.
Unless you're gonna trade him for somebody.
Trade him
for Howell. You gonna ship him to Michigan?
I digress.
Go ahead. Yeah. Let's start the new regime now. Finish the season learning the new staff and full all season is better than delaying the inevitable.
Absolutely, Wes.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, at this point, so you know, what I mean, and they was talking about it earlier today. You know, what I mean, at this point, Ron has shown that he's not the guy. Jack has shown he's not the guy. This would be a perfect time to give EB the keys and let him run the show. And let him get, you know what I mean? I think it should be clear judgment though, because if he goes out and continues to lose or whatever, like I don't think there should be any judgment or based on like if he should be offered the job next year. I still in my mind don't understand why he would come here for 1 year rental.
Not ready.
I think he's gonna be. I think they still. What I'm saying is, I think the plan all along has been, and we've said it in the offseason, bring him here for that 1 year, let Ron ride out positively in the sunset, win or lose, and give EB the keys. I mean,
I'm not on that.
Look what he just Sam alone. Look what he's done with Sam. Who's to say he can't have that he can't have that effect on more players on the team by being the head coach?
That's a good point, but I don't think EB's ready. I think he maybe 1 more year. He might be ready then. He still hasn't shown me enough.
I mean, all he does is call plays. So you just you want to see more play calling from him.
I want to see consistent play calling. A consistency. Now, if he goes out the remaining of the year and he obviously, Sam continues to light it up, the offense continues to do well, then obviously you may interview him. You give him a shot. Maybe. But I just feel like it's better candidates out there for the head coach and for what we need. We need a fuck a players coach. We need a disciplinarian, somebody that's going to disciplinarian. Our culture is fucked. Just our mentality is just fucked. Like we don't have no dogs that just when you need it, they want to get it. Like we don't have that. It's just, or if we do have it, they're just inconsistent. Inconsistent. APB out on Terry McLaurin. Where you at, bro? I ain't seen you. APB out on Curtis Samuel. APB out on Jahan. I can't catch Dotson. I ain't say nothing about him on through the whole game. Abysmal. Jamison Crowder, you just got back in. You just sniffed the lineup, and you gonna drop a pivotal pass on third down? A pivotal pass.
It didn't hurt us.
I'm glad it didn't. Bieniemy Brown, about time you made one play. Get better.
Yeah, that was a big play by Bieniemy. I was happy for that one, man. Definitely happy to see Bieniemy, man. But yeah, I mean, it just
one question. Wes, are you with Sam now? Are you on the Sam train? Or are you still off? Chime in the comments. But go ahead, Z.
Yeah, nah. That I'm waiting for that answer there. That's a good question. I mean, word on the street is that Wes, you kind of, your messages are lightening up you're using less characters. Your choice of words is slightly different. You're not as aggressive as you was when you speak slang. So we just want to know if you coming around on that.
I ain't heard about his footwork in a few weeks now, so it must have got better.
About week 2, he called him an idiot. So we trying to figure out, is he still an idiot?
No, I guess you got to think about
it. Go ahead. But yeah, man. So,
yeah,
the next game, the Giants. I mean, just win. Like if you lose to the Giants, like it's no disrespect to the Giants, but like what strategy do you have for a team that's tanking? They're tanking. So you can't lose to these guys.
Now, so okay. All right, I'm with you. It's some slight overthrows, but what quarterback doesn't have slight overthrows? And I'm not making excuses for it. It is what it is. I'll give you that. But the turning the ball up, the sacks that he took in this game, he couldn't control it. It was a breakdown, and he got sacked. Okay, he turned the ball over, but you got to think this man been sacked 40 plus times. How many fumbles does he have? Now the interceptions is one thing, but the fumbles, he takes care of the ball. Did you watch the tape? Because I ain't seen no check down that was there. Because they was all over them boys.
Nah, it was some check downs, and I saw during the game the way he could have checked down.
But was he looking that way? Was he looking that
way?
I
mean, if he didn't look that way, that's his fault.
You got to think if the quarterback is looking at one side of the field, you can't. And a check down comes open on. If I'm looking to the right, and a check down flashes on the left, how can I get that if the pressure gets there? You got to think like stuff is moving around you fast. It's just like somebody throwing darts at a dartboard. Darts coming at you fast. You think you're going to have time to, you looking right, your body is turned to the right. You got to flip your hips to turn right back to the left. You think you're going to be able to hit that? Even the best of them don't do it all the time. Just give them a little grace. That's all I'm saying.
But he did just say he's getting better on throwing to his, he said he want him to get better on throwing down to his check down sooner. Or he has. I'm not sure which that he was saying. But he also just said, not fully so, not really so. If he doesn't overthrow Terry McLaurin on the left sideline, then that's TD and we win the game. How you feel about it? That was the one. It was towards the end zone, bottom of our screen, left.
Yeah. Okay, Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, could have been a better throw. I gave him grace on that one because I just felt like that was like one of the plays that he, one of the few plays that he messed up on outside of that fumble. So he definitely should have, they got to find a way to connect on them throws.
The only reason why I give him grace on that fumble is because the defense was able to get him off the field and wasn't no points scored. So I let that one go. But that was a pivotal time in the game. We was kind of moving the ball. We could have possibly put 3 points on the board right there, if not score a touchdown. If he doesn't fumble. It was a good run, but at some point you got to get down. I don't understand why you're still trying to fight for yards. You got the first down. Just get down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, if you any keys from you for the Giants?
Don't play like you played the first game. Come out and hit them in the mouth, just like the Cowboys did, and just pile it on. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep going. Run the football. This is a great game to run the football. Great game to run the football.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that the Giants defensive backs can cover our receivers. I still believe we got some of the best receivers in the league. Still, when they want to play, get open, make good decisions, Sam, and defense just try to be better. Try to be better. And fire Jack Del Rio tonight, tomorrow, something. Get him out of there before this week is over. He gotta go. Like, why not? Why not? What? Why? He's not coming back next year. So what are we doing? He's going to get paid regardless. So why not? Shake it up a little bit. You never know. Give my man Ryan Kerrigan a chance to call plays or something. I don't know.
Ryan Kerrigan. That would be interesting.
Meyer, whoever his name is.
Yeah. But yeah. Anything else you want to rap about? We wrapping it up.
This was a good therapy for me.
Yeah. Jamin Davis made 3 to 4 plays that we need to see every game. He sold on Jamin.
He's better. Now, I ain't sold either, but he's better.
Yeah. It was one play where he did what a linebacker was supposed to do. Filled the gap, made a sure tackle in the backfield. I did see that play. But it was another couple other plays.
The screen when he was in position to make the play, and he tried to grab with his arms. You're a linebacker on that tight end. The tight end up the sideline.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Was that Disley?
I don't remember who it was, but all I remember is it was a screen. It was blocked kind of. It was like players kept flashing across your face. Like, I don't understand why it shouldn't have been a loss.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who. I mean, already you talking Howell is putting up Kurt numbers, doing Kurt-like things. A quarterback that we definitely unappreciated. But you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying I'm not saying he is Kurt. I'm saying that he put up Kurt type numbers. That was a quarterback that we didn't appreciate. Right. That he's still better than it. I feel like he's better than it. He can do more than Kurt.
At this point in his career, and when we go back and look at Kurt, then light years ahead of Kurt.
Yeah, so I mean, it's the sky's on it. I mean, I feel like it's only up for Sam. So
yeah, give him some more time.
We just got to get
offensive line.
We just got to get these coaches away from us, and maybe we'll be better.
Got to bring in a good defensive coordinator, and I say we rock out with EB. Give EB another year or two, or however many. Just bring him. Keep him along. Because I doubt if he's going to get a job this year as a head coach. He might, but keep them together. I think that's going to be pivotal for Sam's growth.
That's tough, though. That's tough because most guys come in with familiarity. Guys they already familiar with. They already have in mind who they want their staff to be. So what I mean, if I'm a OC right now in Houston, what I mean, my quarterback coach. It's going to be my offense coordinator when I come. My tight ends coach might be my quarterback coach. You know what I mean? It's all connected. They don't really go get other guys from other places. They come with their staff already made. It's very, very slim.
That's not necessarily true because look at Sean McVay. He went and got Phillips
That's
to
what I'm
be
saying.
his
It's very
defensive
slim.
coordinator.
It's very slim. That's what I'm saying. It's very slim when it does happen. But outside of that, for the most part, all these guys coming with their own people.
But that's why I say go get Jim Harbaugh, because it's already the West Coast offense. That's the train of thought that he comes with anyway. We're running the West Coast offense, so keep Bieniemy, bring you a dynamite defensive coordinator in here, and maybe change over like the support staff. I mean, not the support staff, but change over the positional staff. Randy Jordan, maybe keep him. And I mean, I don't know who else is worth. Maybe keep Kurgan and Z on the defensive line. I feel you, Wes. I mean, I get it. Like, you don't want to just make that coordination right now. But I mean, we ain't seen no quarterback play like this, and I can't. Especially for a guy that's only got 11 stops in this league. He put them up. He with the big dogs, the top of the top. Yeah, they say it was garbage time in 2 games, but really, realistically, in the Buffalo game, he ain't that was his worst stat line with them 4 picks. So again, the whole season he's stomping with the big dogs, with these so-called elite quarterbacks that they say around the league that's elite. Yeah, I think if we win 2 or 3 more games, he in the MVP talks. He's in the MVP talks if we being real. If we beat the Bears, we beat who the other team we lose to? The Bears and the Giants. And if we could beat one of them Philadelphia games, he's in the MVP talks. 10 games in this league.
It's a lot of ifs, though, man.
But I'm just saying, let's just talk that real quick. Am I lying? Would they be saying he in the MVP talks right now? What he's put on paper? Yes or no?
They would. They definitely would be. I mean, they would be, but we ain't win them games, so they can't. I mean, but he's getting this national pub. Like, everybody on him now. Everybody this week, everybody want to talk. We asked the question 2 weeks ago, is he a franchise quarterback? This week it's everywhere. Sam Howell's a franchise quarterback. Washington has found that guy every fucking where. We'll see. I believe he got it. I believe he is, though.
I'm on the Sam Howell bandwagon. I'm going down with it.
Yeah, I feel you.
What T.O. say? That's my quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, at least we found our quarterback.
At least. Right, you did us one solid.
That's tough. But yeah, man, like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all platforms at Radiant Z. Tap in, comment, let us know, engage with us. We love to engage with y'all, man. So positive or negative, combative, whatever it may be, that's we for it. Just don't tick radio. Because he might come back in the comments and on this shit. But yeah, we love y'all. We thank y'all for tapping in with us. Until next time, go Commanders. Let's beat New York Giants. We out.
Hey, Church, it's your birthday.